We gather tonight to celebrate and honor members of our Warrior family and to spend time in fellowship together. We are here with athletes present and past, coaches that are retired and coaches that are active. We have parents, we have community, we have members of our media, and of course our distinguished Hall of Fame guests. And tonight I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2019 Brainerd High School All Sports Banquet. At this time, I'm going to welcome Senior Abby Pulowski to lead us in the singing of our national anthem. So if you could please rise, face the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I think it would be very appropriate if we recognize the efforts of Alyssa Thompson, Diana Holbrook, our volunteers from Forest View Middle School that helped us put this dinner out and is cleaning up our tables. Let's thank them. Starting in 1976, the All Sports Banquet became an annual opportunity to honor present athletes and some of our past greats. This is the 44th annual All Sports Banquet, and it's going to be a memorable evening for all of us to share together. We, the Warriors in the athletic department, are thankful that you've all chosen to be here tonight to celebrate. One thing that I know is certain in today's world, today's culture, is there are plenty of things to do. And you chose to be here, and we're thankful for that. Tonight's theme is investing in the future. It's an interesting process. It usually starts sometime in January, and Michelle almost daily hounds me about the banquet theme. Do you have a theme? Do you have a theme? Do you have a theme? Charlie, do you have a theme yet? I'd really like to get this to Kevin and his staff at Lakes. We need to get started on this. And I always push her off until about the last minute. We thought together about the investment that our community made last April in voting yes, 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 and the affirmation of what that means about how our community feels about the schools and the programs within. And so we decided that we wanted to run with that. There's a few definitions of invest. We're centering on the one that you can see on the display above. Devote one's time, effort, and energy to a particular undertaking with the expectation of a worthwhile pursuit. As I think about Warrior athletics and look at this definition, I see three distinct parts to it. And I think it gives us a great launching point to understand better the how, the what, and the why of the Warrior Activities Department. And I'd like to spend just a few minutes to start the banquet tonight examining each part to illustrate the role and importance of education-based athletics in a school setting. I've used different colors to reference the parts that I'm highlighting. And I want to start in the middle of this definition of invest, the green highlighted portion, a particular undertaking. The particular undertaking, to me, this is the what. What is simply the Warrior Activities Program? It is the participation in your sport or sports of choice. It is the coaches choosing to coach. I'm very proud to be part of this school and community that supports a robust co-curricular program, which features multiple music programs, classes in the visual arts, competitive academic teams, and 31 varsity sports. 31. We have school leaders like Superintendent Larson, Assistant Superintendent Hahn, Principal Rusk, and we also have elected school board officials. Joining us tonight are Reed Campbell and Charles Blacklance. They continue to affirm the importance of these programs in this school and in this community. And I think we owe them a round of applause as a thank you. Thank you. To devote one's time, effort, and energy, this is the how. This is the time that the coaches and our kids pour into their respective seasons, hours upon hours of training, planning practice, performance and strength training, practice time, drills, watching videos, scouting opponents, riding the bus. We live in Brainerd, we travel. We go a long ways to compete and to play. And then, of course, we get to compete as well. The competing part of the time, effort, energy equation is a curious component to me because the competing is the most public display of our programs, and it's where we put ourselves out there for public consumption and for critical analysis. And I know that every student athlete wants the opportunity to play, compete during our contests. But I want to dive into that just a little bit deeper. And think about the math with me. We don't spend a lot of time discussing this, but practice time accounts for the vast majority of time we spend together in our sport. And you can see this is an example from basketball where we have a 26-game schedule. But this formula could easily be modified to your particular sport or sports of choosing. And for some of you, those numbers would be greatly exaggerated. Take the track sprinter whose race is 11 or 12 seconds. That's the time you spend competing. But as you can see, we spend the vast majority of our time, in this example, 87% of our time is spent in practice, and only 13% is scheduled or is time during contests. The question why spend all this time, effort, and energy? Why do we invest? Well, because it is during this time that we are pushed, that we are challenged, we are encouraged, and we are inspired to become something more than we thought was possible. Coaches in the Warrior Athletic Department find value in human being versus human doing. We could be a zero-sum operation focused only on developing skills specific to sport or the results on the scoreboard, much like youth sports or big-time college or pro sports do, but we choose to invest. The core values of the Warrior Athletic Department are our worthwhile pursuit. They guide our why. It is our purpose to do more than teach sports to the students we serve. We develop character skills in our young warriors by intentionally teaching and modeling those character traits that we value most. And you can see them on the board. Trustworthiness, responsibility, positivity, respect, care, and grit. Don't misunderstand me. It is important for us to compete well, and we do. We plan, prepare, and play to win, and our student athletes and coaches are among the finest competitors in all of Minnesota. Let me say that again. Our student athletes and coaches are among the finest competitors in all of Minnesota, and we're very proud of that. But the pursuit of winning, that's our goal. It is not our purpose. Our purpose is to grow and develop the inner lives of these warriors and the ones that are to follow. Because what we know is that 97% of our student athletes, their experience as a warrior athlete is it. It's their terminal experience. They're done. Skills like tackling, hitting a high-rise ball, hip checking, they're important for sport, but they're not important to be a good citizen and to contribute to society's greater good. So we must invest by intentionally pursuing our purpose. These young warriors, after all, are the next generation of city council members, school board members, physicians, teachers, laborers, welders, pastors, chefs, and the list goes on and on and on. Tonight's theme is investing in the future, but we might say it this way: we commit our time and effort and financial resources to warrior activities so we can more fully develop the inner lives of our student athletes that show up each and every day. We commit to teaching the character skills of trustworthiness, responsibility, positivity, respect, care, and grit. Because it is the warriors who possess these character traits that will have the opportunity to make their mark in the world. And I'm certain that they will make the next generation better than the current. Thank you. There are so many people that have to come together and contribute in some way to make this event happen, and we're fortunate to have these folks in our schools and community. In addition to the organizational help and the in-kind assistance that it takes, we also have some very generous business owners in town that invest in this event financially. And it's appropriate that we thank them. This is the 6th year that McDonald's and the Cook family have been a premier sponsor of the All Sports Banquet. Dan and Christine Borders are here representing McDonald's. So can we give them a round of applause for their significant event? Thank you. And this is the 14th year that Cub Foods and the Quisbergs have been a sponsor of this banquet. It's also important to know that Cub Foods, by allowing our teams to bag groceries in our youth activities, we have raised over the last 8 or 9 years upwards of $260,000. And Chris and Jolene Quisberg are here to represent Cub. Thank you very much. The Brainerd Sports Boosters are also premier sponsors of this event and just about everything else that has to do with Brainerd area youth athletics. And I would like to thank them and at the same time welcome their board president, Mr. Nate Olson, up to the microphone.
Thank you very much, Charlie, and I'd like to just thank the staff as well tonight for putting on a great banquet. I know a lot of work comes together over a long period of time, and I'd like to thank them for their efforts as well, too. On behalf of the Brainerd Sports Boosters, my name is Nate Olson. I am current president, and we would like to thank, along with Cub Foods and McDonald's, you to the 2019 All Sports Banquet. It is our honor to be here tonight and recognize our senior student athletes, our coaches, our Hall of Fame inductees, and our outstanding volunteers. The Brainerd Sports Boosters is a local nonprofit organization with the mission of supporting Brainerd area youth athletics. We do this in a couple ways. We provide grants to purchase equipment for varsity, middle level, middle school, and local youth athletic associations in the Brainerd-Baxter communities. Also, we do athlete recognition, and that is what we feel is a very, very important part of our mission. Most, if not all, seniors here tonight have probably had the opportunity to be a part of our Thursday noon luncheons held throughout the year. Each week at these lunches, we recognize a different varsity sport, its athletes, and its coaches, along with our Warrior Athlete of the Week. We also hold state send-offs events whenever a team or individual athlete qualifies for state competition. All of these recognitions culminate into tonight's event. I would like to personally invite all parents and community members to our lunches throughout the year and encourage you to attend if at all possible. It's where we recognize your students for the extreme work that they do. Tonight we're proud of our athletes and feel it's very important to recognize them for all their accomplishments. If I could take a quick moment to recognize those with me from the board tonight, Kari Stockson, Jeff Hilborn, and Glenn Gustafson. And on our behalf, in closing, I would like to say, athletes, if you can, take all tonight in. You'll remember this evening for the rest of your lives. What we do here in Brainerd tonight is truly unique, and we congratulate you for continuing this tradition. Thank you.
Tonight we're going to recognize a lot of individuals for their accomplishments. But I want to take just a little bit of time to recognize some of what our teams have accomplished over the past year. This banquet is a little unusual in that we really can't honor and celebrate this year's spring teams because we just started. And so we actually have to look backwards a little bit into our last school year And so we'll do that a little bit throughout tonight, looking at last spring's teams and accomplishments. And for those that are able to be with us this year, that's wonderful. But we also know that we have a ton of you Warriors that are still writing your story, as it were, for this spring's activities. And we certainly wish you well. I've got a list of accomplishments that our teams have had over the years. What I would like to do is, as I read these accomplishments, once I mention your team name, if you would just stand up and stay standing. This won't take too long, but I would like our public here that is watching to see the great number of kids that have been on a team that has excelled in one or more ways. Baseball, Section 8 4A, runners-up. And stand up, baseball players, and stay standing. Softball, state academic gold, CLC champions in Section 8 4A, runners up. Boys golf, CLC champions. Boys tennis, CLC champions, Section 8 AA champions, and state participant. Boys track, the CLC Sportsmanship Award, state academic gold. Girls track, state academic gold. Boys cross country, state academic gold. Girls cross country, state academic gold. Football, Section 8 5A runners up, state academic silver. Girls soccer, state academic silver and CLC champions. Girls tennis, subsection champions, state academic gold, state academic champions. Volleyball, CLC Sportsmanship Award, state academic gold. Girls basketball, state academic silver. Competitive cheer, state participant, state MCCA third place. Dance, CLC Sportsmanship Award, state academic gold, state academic champions. Kick and jazz, Section 4 3A champion. Kick and jazz state participant and fourth place state kick. Gymnastics, state academic silver, Section 8 2A runners up. Boys hockey, CLC champions, Section 8 2A runners up. Girls hockey, CLC champions, Section 8 AA champion, state class 2A runner up. Boys Nordic ski, CLC champions, section runners up, state participant, state academic gold. Girls Nordic ski, CLC champions, state academic gold, section champions, and state participant. Boys swimming, Section 8 AA champions. Wrestling, CLC Sportsmanship Award. And adapted floor hockey, 3-time state champions. Let's give a round of applause for all of these student athletes. You may be seated. A lot of academic, a lot of conference championships, a lot of section championships, a lot of section runners-up competing with the finest in Minnesota, but also a lot of academic success from our teams. We have smart kids, and the studies show time and time and time again that students who are engaged in extracurricular activities do better in school, they manage their time better, they have a higher GPA, they attend school more frequently, they get in trouble far less, they have higher graduation rates. So thank you, parents, for encouraging your children to participate. One of tonight's highlights is recognizing Brainerd High School's recipients of the State High School League AAA Award. The AAA is awarded to students who show excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts. Each year, schools are allowed to nominate one boy and one girl that basically go on and participate in a region competition and eventually a state competition that is awarded at about the time of the boys' basketball tournament, the last winter tournament. The AAA is the highest individual award that the High School League delivers or hands out each year. And it really represents, I think, what our ideal high school experience ought to be. And that is multiple and varied, where kids are choosing and doing a lot of different things. In addition to being recognized by the Minnesota State High School League, Roger and the late Judy Likens offer a scholarship to our recipients, and that is going to be awarded to them at the Senior Recognition Banquet on May 15th. And Taya Person and Renzen Kahi, if I didn't tell you that, surprise. But join me in congratulating and welcoming Taya and Renzen up to the stage. Congratulations, Taya and Renzen. All right, you can go. At this time, we're going to hand out a couple of Silent Warrior Awards, and we're going to do that at a few different intervals throughout the banquet tonight. The Silent Warrior was instituted many years ago to recognize the efforts of the people behind the scenes that help make our program so successful. These are people that give. They give freely of their time, treasure, and talent. They don't seek any recognition, only to make sure that the participation of the student athletes is something a little extra special. To read from the award, the Warrior staff, athletes, and community extend a very special thank you for being a giver, someone who gives of their talent, time, and self in an unselfish way because they care so much. For many years, this Silent Warrior has committed to helping the Brainerd Wrestling program in any way she can. As treasurer of the wrestling club for a long time, she was a major factor in the club's fundraising efforts to help support the program. She's organized volunteers for fundraising events and the Paul Bunyan Invitational. She lined up meals for wrestlers after weigh-ins. If there was anything the wrestling program ever needed, she was the first to step up and take the reins on whatever it was. She is going to be greatly missed and impossible to replace. A special thank you to her for all the work that she has done to make the Brainerd Wrestling program better. The Warrior Athletic Department proudly presents the Silent Warrior Award to Sherry Kramer. These Silent Warriors went far beyond expectations, organizing a variety of team events. They helped raise money for motor coach transportation, for the year-end banquet, and food for long trips and tournaments. And also, for the first time ever, helped organize and raise money for out-of-season AAU trip to Orlando, Florida. The Brainerd volleyball community is thankful for the time and efforts put forth by these moms. The Warrior Athletic Department is proud to present the Silent Warrior Award to Nancy Russell, Bridget Selnow, Eunice Peabody, Michelle Meyer, and Ann Johnson. Our third Silent Warrior. These Silent Warriors are passionate about soccer and go above and beyond what is expected of a soccer parent. Without their constant development of youth players, Brainerd Warriors soccer would not be where it is today. Together, they've served in the following capacities: president of the Brainerd Blast and the LASA Club, responsible for capturing game video, volunteer assistant varsity coach, travel and youth soccer coach, and youth coordinator for several years. The Warrior Athletic Department proudly presents the Silent Warrior Award to Ken and Beth Lacey. I would like any seniors that are participating at the collegiate level next year, at any level, stand up for us. Thank you. Congratulations. Once in the fall and once in the spring, we have a small, very informal ceremony to celebrate these student athletes that are choosing to participate at the next level. And it was brought to my attention that we should recognize them here, and so congratulations, student athletes. At this time, I'm going to have seniors, I'm going to give you just a very brief amount of time to take your note cards and your certificates. I hope you didn't spill food on them. And come and line up on the far wall over here to my right, and we are going to do our senior spotlight. Move so quickly and quietly. Coaches, there's a few of you that are helping with this process. I would like to point out that our dispatch scholar athletes have all earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or greater, and the dispatch has kindly printed certificates and beautiful medallions. So if you are a Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete, please check in at the table here for your certificate and medallion. Reading tonight's senior names will be Melissa Lund,
Luke Harding, track two-time letter winner, lacrosse two-time letter winner, Brainerd and captain, Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. If we could ask that you hold your applause until all of the athletes have been announced, please. Ben Renner, cross country, two-time letter winner, captain and individual section award, Nordic ski, two-time letter winner, captain, all conference, Nordic ski scholar, all conference, conference champ, section academic champion, gold, track, four-time letter winner, captain, all conference, and Brainerd Dispatch scholar athlete. Pat Jervanak, football, three-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all district, all area, state runner-up. Zach Hankey, football, three-time letter winner, state runner-up, track, four-time letter winner, captain, two-time section champion, two-time state participant. Ethan Hebert, swimming, two-time letter winner, track, four-time letter winner, all conference, two-time state participant, all state. Nathan Bessingpass, football, two-time letter winner, all district, all section, all area, state runner-up, track, letter winner. Braden Kramer, football, two-time letter winner, captain, all district, scholar, all conference, all section, all area, state runner-up, wrestling, five-time letter winner, captain, all conference, two-time state participant, all state, and Brainerd Dispatch scholar athlete. Gabe Smith, football, three-time letter winner, scholar, all conference, state runner-up, basketball, two-time letter winner, scholar, all conference, lacrosse, two-time letter winner, two-time captain, Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Mason Malone, soccer, 4-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all conference. Basketball, 3-time letter winner, captain. Evan Storbakken, cross country, 3-time letter winner, captain, scholar all conference, individual section award. Nordic ski, 4-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all conference, scholar all conference, state participant, conference champions, section academic champion, track, letter winner, tennis, letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Brett Haig, football, 3-time letter winner, captain, all district, scholar all conference, all section, all area academic all state, state runner-up, track, 3-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Sam Miller, football, 3-time letter winner, captain, all district, scholar all conference, all area, state runner-up, baseball, 3-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Joey Sauer, basketball, 4-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all conference, scholar all conference, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Noah Sundberg, soccer, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference, scholar all conference, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Renzin Kahi, football, 2-time letter winner, scholar all conference, state runner-up, baseball, 2-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Mark Boren, football, 2-time letter winner, scholar all conference, state runner-up, wrestling, 4-time letter winner, track, letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Maxim Osborne, cross country, 3-time letter winner, 2-time captain, MVP, individual section award. Nordic ski, 3-time letter winner, captain, all conference, conference champions, section academic champions gold, track, 4-time letter winner, and captain. Hunter Turcott, cross country, 2-time letter winner, captain, scholar all conference, individual section award, track, 4-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Kayla Deason, diving, 2-time letter winner, gymnastics, letter winner, track, 4-time letter winner, and captain. Grace Erholtz, cross country, 4-time letter winner, 2-time captain, MVP, scholar all conference, individual section award, team section runner-up, state participant, Nordic ski, 4-time letter winner, captain, 4-time MVP, 4-time all conference, scholar all conference, individual conference champion, team conference champion, section team runner-up, 3-time state participant, academic all-star, softball, letter winner, academic all-state, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar Athlete. Taya Person, tennis, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference, scholar all conference, individual section award, all section, academic all state, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Heidi Jacobson, tennis, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference, individual section award, all section, lacrosse, 2-time letter winner. Emily Manton, volleyball, letter winner, lacrosse, letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Jenna Haug, basketball, letter winner, and manager. JC Heinrichs, tennis, 4-time letter winner, scholar all conference, individual section award, all section, lacrosse, 2-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Brittany Fletcher, tennis, 4-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all conference, scholar all conference, individual section award, all section, academic all state, lacrosse, 2-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Jace Schroeder, lacrosse, 2-time letter winner, 2-time captain, basketball, 2-time letter winner. Brad Patnode, wrestling, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference, 2-time state participant. Calvin Foss, football, letter winner, scholar all conference, state runner-up, track, letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Noah Ebinger, soccer, 3-time letter winner, captain, scholar all conference, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Kyle Patnode, wrestling, 4-time letter winner, captain, MVP, 4-time all conference, and state participant. Jack Olson, football, letter winner, state runner-up, hockey, letter winner, scholar all conference, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Taylor Ludwig, football, 3-time letter winner, captain, all area, state runner-up. Eric Martin, basketball, 3-time letter winner, captain, baseball, 2-time letter winner. Garrett Gaydon, cross country, 3-time letter winner, captain, scholar all conference, individual section award, basketball, letter winner, tennis, 5-time letter winner, Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete, state participant, captain, and 2-time all conference. Caden Shefflow, lacrosse, 2-time letter winner. Grant Yelanimi, soccer, 4-time letter winner. Basketball, letter winner. Lacrosse, letter winner. Josh Turner, wrestling, 2-time letter winner. Katie Campbell, volleyball, letter winner. Hockey, 4-time letter winner. Conference champions, section champions, state runner-up, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Cheyenne Abear, hockey, 4-time letter winner, all conference, all section, conference champion, section champions, state runner-up, softball, letter winner, trap shooting, letter winner. Alexis Mangini, soccer, 4-time letter winner, captain, scholar all-conference, conference champions, golf, 3-time letter winner, 2-time captain, Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Ellie Bymark, soccer, letter winner, manager, scholar all-conference, conference champions, golf, 4-time letter winner, 2-time captain. Lily Honest, dance, 3-time letter winner, lacrosse, 2-time letter winner. Abby Pulowski, softball, 2-time letter winner, captain, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Jordan Sullivan, softball, 4-time letter winner, all conference, captain, all section. Jocelyn Polanski, gymnastics, 5-time letter winner, captain and state participant. Samantha Steichen, dance, 4-time letter winner, 3-time section champion, 4-time state participant. Taylor Madsen, dance, 4-time letter winner, captain, all-conference kick, scholar all-conference, 3-time section champion, 4-time state participant, academic all-state, all-tournament, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Courtney Russell, volleyball, 4-time letter winner, captain, all-conference, basketball, 4-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all-conference, scholar all-conference, all-area, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Olivia Holes, volleyball, letter winner, academic all-state, all-state team academic gold, basketball, 2-time letter winner, scholar all-conference, academic all-state, Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete, softball, 2-time letter winner, and academic all-state. Kaylee Springer, diving, letter winner, softball, 2-time letter winner. Chase Picard, volleyball, letter winner, basketball, letter winner. Jenna Meyer, volleyball, 2-time letter winner, all-conference, academic all-state, all-state team academic gold, MVP. Softball, 2-time letter winner and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Ellie Peabody, volleyball, 3-time letter winner, captain, academic all-state, all-state team academic gold. Basketball, 2-time letter winner, softball, letter winner, manager, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Olivia Wiskow, soccer, letter winner, hockey, 3-time letter winner, 3-time conference champion, 2-time section champion, state runner-up, track, 4-time letter winner, and captain. Olivia King, soccer, 3-time letter winner, captain, 3-time conference champion, hockey, 5-time letter winner, 2-time captain, 4-time MVP, all conference, 3-time conference champion, 2-time section champion, state runner-up, all tournament team, lacrosse, letter winner, and Central Minnesota Athena Award. Abby Polkamp, soccer, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference, scholar, all conference, conference champion, hockey, 4-time letter winner, all conference, academic all conference, all section, academic all state, conference champion, section champion, state runner-up, golf, 4-time letter winner, 2-time captain, MVP, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Macy Bird, dance, 4-time letter winner, 3-time section champion, and 4-time state participant. Mackenzie Grams, dance, 3-time letter winner, manager and state participant. Courtney Eschenbacher, dance, 4-time letter winner, scholar all conference, 3-time section champion, 4-time state participant, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Lauren Krenna, dance, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference pick, 3-time section champion, 4-time state participant, academic all-state, all tournament, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Chantrell Thayer, soccer, 3-time letter winner, scholar all-conference, conference champion, hockey, 2-time letter winner, academic all-conference, conference champion, section champion, state runner-up, track, 3-time letter winner, captain, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Molly Rudolph, soccer, 4-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all-conference, scholar all-conference, conference champion, track, 3-time letter winner, captain, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Madeline Gibbons, swimming, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference, all section, and state participant, track, letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Sophie Ekstead, swimming, 4-time letter winner, captain, all conference. Libby Zemke, swimming, 4-time letter winner and captain, golf, 3-time letter winner. Ben Jones, Baseball, two-time letter winner and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Jacob Mitchell, hockey, two-time letter winner. Amanda Cook, track, four-time letter winner, captain, all-conference honorable mention, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Hannah Nisher, swimming, letter winner. Vita Wolfsberger, softball, letter winner, Nordic skiing participant. Lisbeth Burnt, basketball, letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Carson Blagan, cross country, two-time letter winner, captain, MVP, scholar all conference, individual section award, track, captain, three-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Griffin Blagan, swimming, four-time letter winner, captain, MVP, all conference, individual section award, and state participant. Andy Dillon, swimming, five-time letter winner, captain, all conference, individual section award, and state participant. Jarrett Embertson, swimming, letter winner, track, four-time letter winner, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Lindsay Carner, cheer, letter winner, and state participant. Gavin Metz, golf, five-time letter winner and two-time captain, three-time state participant, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Joe Klang, football, two-time letter winner and state runner-up, hockey, three-time letter winner and scholar all-conference, and Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete. Mason Cruz, hockey, three-time letter winner, MVP, all-conference, captain, and all-section. And Danny Olson, golf, five-time letter winner, captain, and all-conference.
At this time, I would like to call up Mark Boren to just say a few words on behalf of the senior class. And seniors, you may return to your seats.
Good evening. For those who don't know me, I am Mark Boren, a senior at Brainerd High School. I have played football and wrestled since I was in elementary school. I played baseball until 11th grade, and this year I am trying a new sport, track and field. I have two brothers and a sister who've gone through Brainerd Athletics as well. Also, my dad is a coach and teacher at BHS, so I've been around Brainerd Athletics since before I can remember. On behalf of the 2019 Warriors, I would like to take a few minutes. I would like to thank Superintendent Larson, Principal Rusk, Mr. Campbell, our athletic director, and Michelle Hilborn, who runs the show. I'd also like to thank all the teachers and other staff and that support Brainerd Athletics. I would like to say thank you to all of the coaches I have had and all the other coaches in Brainerd. I'd like to personally thank my parents, Mike and Lori Boren, and all the parents for taking us to practices and games and cheering us on no matter how far away or how cold or hot it was. Thank you to all the fans who have supported us through the years. When I was asked to do this speech, I initially thought, no way, but here I am. I was asked to share what it means to be a Brainerd Warrior. To me, being a Warrior is being a good person in life and showing good sportsmanship in competition. It also means having great coaches who care about their athletes and love their sport, like the coaches we have here at BHS. Being a Warrior means working hard on and off the field during the season and in the off-season. There are different types of Warrior athletes. There are the all-star players, and there are the players that show up for practice every day to help the other players get better, even if they don't play much. You need all types of players to make a successful team. Even though we are all different athletes, we're all Warriors. Finally, being a Warrior means giving your all when competing and never giving up. Being a Warrior can mean different things to different people, but this is what it means to me. To future Warriors, try to be the best person you can be in athletics and in life. Always work hard to get better. Also have as much fun as you can, no matter how much you get to play. It can still be lots of fun, and it goes by way too fast. To the Warriors of 2019, let's continue this journey. We're almost through high school, but the journey has just begun. I can't wait to see where the journey takes us. What's next? In closing, I would like to leave you with a poem by an unknown author on perseverance. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint on the clouds of doubt. And you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you are hardest hit. It's when things go wrong that you mustn't quit. Thank you.
Mark was not impressed when I asked him to undertake this responsibility, but Mark, thank you, and those were just excellent words that you shared with all of us here tonight. Nice work. A couple of Silent Warrior Awards. Number 4, the philosophy that giving is more important than receiving must be a family motto for this longtime supporter of Warrior softball. Whether it is serving on the association board since it was created, organizing team activities, lending time and materials, clearing snow from the field, or donating generously to the Warrior Softball Donor Board, this family can always be counted upon. These silent warriors were always willing and ready to step up and give for the good of the team. The Warrior Athletic Department is proud to present the Silent Warrior Award to Eric and Jamie Sullivan. These Warriors have been silent supporters of the Warrior dance team for the past 5 years. The term silent describes them as they have done so much behind the scenes that most would not know about it. For 2 years straight, they have shopped and filled the snack bucket that was sent to every practice and competition. They have helped set up for every event we have run, whether it be a show, sports boosters, breakfast, competition, or the like. They helped with our light-up costumes, cutting and troubleshooting batteries, even though we ended up not wearing them. They have made coaches gifts for all of the guest coaches for the competitions we've hosted. They've shopped for things coaches needed at the last minute for our events. They've wrapped and delivered packages for our needy families at Christmas for several years. These silent warriors are perfect representatives of the many great Warrior dance parents. The Warrior Athletic Department is proud to present Heather and Donnie Berg with the Silent Warrior Award. At this time, I'm going to ask for the coaches and MVPs to come over here to my right. coaches are going to present the MVPs, their plaques on the floor. We are going to go alphabetical order by sport, starting with last spring. And just like we did for the senior spotlight, once the student athletes have their plaque, they'll come and they'll stand for the spotlight and they'll walk their way around the outside of the gym, and we'll all sit down together. And if you could please hold your applause till the end, that would be appreciated. Principal Rusk is going to be our MC for the MVP awards, and we'll get started in just a moment. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here to support our Warrior athletes. Congratulations to all of our Warrior athletes honored tonight. I'm proud to announce the most valuable players from each sport. We will begin with the spring season of 2018. Boys golf, Eric Stockson. For baseball, we have Mikhail Peterson, who was unable to be here. Girls golf, MVP, Abby Polkamp. Boys lacrosse, Jace Schroeder and Gabe Smith, co-MVPs. Smile, Jace. There you go. Good job. Girls lacrosse. Unable to be here tonight, Josie Kramer and Courtney Villeneuve. Softball. Not able to be here because she's playing for the Bemidji State University Beavers, Elena Christensen. Boys track, Jeff Speaker unable to be here because he's also competing at the collegiate level. Boys tennis, Tanner Lundberg from last spring, also competing at the collegiate level in tennis. And girls track, MVP, Kayla Deason. For our fall season, 2018, boys cross country, MVP, Maxim Osborne. Girls cross country, we have co-MVP, Grace Erholtz and Carson Blagan. Football. Our football MVP for this past fall was Pat Jervanak. Nice job, Patrick. Boys soccer. Our MVP for boys soccer, Mason Malone. Our girls soccer MVP, Molly Rudolph. Girls swimming and diving, MVP, Jacqueline Rude. Girls tennis, MVP, Brittany Fletcher. Our volleyball co-MVPs, Avery Ekman and Jenna Meyer. Our winter season adaptive floor hockey MVP was Matt Allard. Matt was unable to be here this evening. We have boys basketball, MVP, Joe Sauer. Girls basketball, our MVP for girls basketball, Courtney Russell. Competitive cheer, MVP, Kaylee Sutton. Dance, MVP for dance this past winter, Quinn Garretts. Boys swimming, MVP, Griffin Blagan. Hang on, just gymnastics, thanks. Sorry, Brenna. Gymnastics, MVP, Brenna Deason. Boys hockey, MVP, co-MVPs, Mason Cruz and Riley Andrews, who was unable to be here. Girls hockey, MVP, Olivia King. Wrestling MVP, Kyle Patnode. Other MVPs, boys Nordic ski, Evan Storbakken. Girls Nordic ski, Grace Erholtz. Boys alpine ski, Brandon Neifert. Girls alpine ski, Emma Hebert. Would you please join me in congratulating our most valuable players?
At this time, we're going to present the Bud Schmidt Award. Here to present this year's Bud Schmidt Award is last year's recipient, Coach Mary Eklund-Tallis.
Good evening. So back in the early 80s, 1980, 81, 82, I actually played quite a few ball games right here in this gym. The only difference was I was wearing the maroon and white of the Crosby Ironton Rangers. So last year winning this award, I was totally surprised. And I'm sure this year's recipient of the Bud Schmidt Award will be feel that level of respect that I did. To be an assistant coach in our sport demands flexibility. No 2 years are the same, dealing with weather issues in the spring. Golf courses are not always available, and sometimes plans change at a moment's notice. That's only one reason of several that this assistant coach is deserving of this award. For many years, he has kept things organized while making sure that the head coach doesn't forget the important things. He assists in every way possible and is supportive of decisions made for the good of the program. He is always positive with players, encouraging them when times are good or bad. The players respect his knowledge of the game while appreciating his honesty. Coaching with Gus has truly been a wonderful experience. Brian has also spent a number of seasons coaching middle school football and basketball. He has recently completed his 10th season as an assistant varsity boys basketball coach. He is most deserving of this award. Congratulations to Brian Gustafson.
This is very surprising. Thank you very much. I would just like to thank the coaches I had, the coaches I've coached with in the past and continue to do right now. So thank you very much.
And now our final two Silent Warrior Awards. These Silent Warriors have supported all levels of warrior tennis since their children could be in little tennis many years ago. They volunteered to coach, and their main objective was always making sure the athletes had fun first and that they were treated fairly. At the high school level, their behind-the-scenes efforts included the typical duties of parents that are willing to give of their time, things like bagging groceries at Cub Foods, organizing other fundraising efforts, setting up team taco dinners and get-togethers, chaperoning the Lake Hubert overnight trip and team dinner, doing lunches for the section tournament, banquet planning, pictures, video, you name it. The Warrior Athletic Department proudly presents the Silent Warrior Award to Todd and Tanya Person. For over 4 decades, this silent warrior and his artist camera has chronicled the progress, joy, and grace of Warrior athletic teams. In his particularly unique way, he has illuminated in both practice and play the very essence of the Warrior way. In addition, and in similar fashion, he has recorded the beauty of our environment in ways large and small. For his contributions to the Warriors' quality of life and beyond, the Warrior Athletic Department proudly presents the Silent Warrior Award to Steve Coles. A special congratulations to all of our Silent Warrior recipients tonight. At this time, I'm going to ask our Hall of Fame inductees and their escorts to move to the back of the gymnasium as we are going to start our Hall of Fame portion. I will also ask Superintendent Larson to come and join me on stage as she will be presenting plaques to our recipients tonight. The Brainerd High School Athletic Hall of Fame was founded in 1985 as a means to honor and enrich a long history of pride and accomplishment by Warrior athletes in their competitive athletic endeavors. Since that time, 173 coaches, players, and community members have been inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame, and tonight we bring that total to 179 by honoring, 179 by honoring 6 deserving Warriors. Nominations come from you, the public, and are selected by a committee of people made up of school, community members, both young and old, male and female. A nominee must, during and following their career, have exemplified the pride and spirit that is Warrior athletics in one of 3 categories. Player must be a BHS graduate, out of high school at least 7 years. Coach must have coached in ISD 181, and at large, a member of this community who has made significant and lasting contributions to Brainerd High School Warrior athletics. I am pleased to announce that beginning next year, the selection committee will consider the induction of teams into the Hall of Fame. It is a new endeavor for us. We don't quite have our hands and arms wrapped around that, but it is fully our intention to accept nominations for Warrior teams. If you are interested in submitting a nomination, wait until summer, because we're going to have an electronic form that's going to make things a lot easier for us administratively. But we would welcome those nominations. As I mentioned earlier, presenting the plaques tonight is Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Lane Larson. Thank you, Superintendent Larson. All right, first up is Mr. Jim Gogolin. Coach Gogolin is escorted by Joey Sauer and Gabe Smith, and he was a coach at Brainerd High School, the head girls basketball coach from 1985 through 1992 and 1993. He took the Brainerd High School girls basketball team to its first 2 state tournament appearances, 1991-2 and the 92-3 seasons, and has had the best finishes at state by a BHS girls team, finishing as consolation champions in 91-92 and 92-93. The 5 starters from the 91-92 team are all in the Warrior Athletic Hall of Fame, and now Coach Gogolin gets to join his former team. 2 of his former players played collegiately at the Division I level. Coach Goglin's teams were Central Lakes Conference champions and Section 8 AA champions 2 times. He was named the Section 8 Coach of the Year and the Outstate Coach of the Year in 1991 and 92, and in 92-93 was an All-Star Game coach. He was elected to the Minnesota Girls Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 1996 and served as past president of that organization. He also helped establish the Minnesota Girls Basketball Hall of Fame in 93-94. Mr. Goglin taught social studies here for 26 years. He was the department chair from 1993 to 2011, and in 1999 was named the Brainerd Teacher of the Year. Jim is one of the few people to both have coached and refereed in a state tournament for the same sport. Jim has been married to his wife Patty for 43 years and is the father to 4 children, Mike, Rachel, Bridget, and Seth. He has 5 grandchildren, is a member of St. Andrew's Catholic Church, and is currently serving on the Pastoral Council for St. Andrew. Jim Goglin, member, Brainerd High School Hall of Fame. Tyler Jensen. Tyler Jensen was a 2008 graduate of Brainerd High School. Tyler graduated top 5 in the class of 2008 with a 4.18 GPA. Tyler was a 2-time team captain in wrestling. He was academic all-conference, academic all-state, and academic all-American. He was a 3-time state entrant in wrestling, was 3-time all-conference, was an MVP, and 3rd all-time with career wins at BHS at 132. In football, Tyler was a 3-time letter winner, was on the all-section team, won the National Football Foundation Courage Award, and the Mark Embretson Award for Leadership, Courage, and Inspiration. In baseball, Tyler was a 2-time letter winner and the starting center fielder. Accomplishments beyond high school for Tyler: earned a Bachelor of Science in Biology. He won the Prentice Hall Award for Organic Chemistry. He's a 2011 president of Delta Sigma Delta Dental Fraternity, graduated from dental school with high distinction, and is a member of the National Dental Honor Society. For those of you that don't know, Tyler was seriously injured in a football game his senior year. Missed the rest of that season. Remarkably, just a few days later, showed up in the press box to encourage his team on, serving as an inspiration for many. Going into his senior year for wrestling, Tyler was the number one ranked wrestler in the state in his weight class, and he couldn't compete that year because of that injury. But Tyler came back and started center field in baseball his senior year, showing tremendous courage and serving as an inspiration for all. Tyler Jensen, member, Brainerd High School Hall of Fame. Heather Kappas Bullen, escorted by Courtney Russell and Jenna Meyer. Heather's a 1994 graduate of Brainerd High School. She was a 2-sport athlete in both volleyball and basketball. She was an all-conference volleyball player in 1993, honorable mention all-conference basketball team in 1994, and a member of the 1992 and 93 state tournament basketball team. She attended the University of Minnesota Morris, was a 4-year varsity volleyball and basketball player. She was academic all-conference in both sports, named the most inspirational volleyball player in 1997, was a team captain for basketball in 1998-99, and graduated with a triple major with honors. Heather has gone on to coach women's basketball at the highest levels. She was a graduate assistant at North Dakota State University, has coached at Sacred Heart University, at Villanova University, and Virginia Tech University. She's known as a tenacious recruiter, and she's now serving as the head coach at Manhattan College, where she's been leading the Jaspers since April of 2016, and the team is turning around. This past season, under her guidance, a sophomore post player earned third team All MAAC honors and the Defensive Player of the Year award, and it's only the second time in program history that the Jaspers have won that award. Her husband Kevin, son Jack, and daughter Ava live in Riverdale, New York, and have traveled all that way to be here with us tonight. Heather Kappas-Vulen, member, Brainerd High School Hall of Fame. Mr. Keith Peterson. Mr. Peterson is escorted by Mason Malone and Maxim Osborne. Mr. Peterson grew up in Waupaca, Wisconsin, was an accomplished athlete and the valedictorian of his class in 1980. He graduated from St. Olaf College, where he served as team captain for his baseball team, earning All-American, All-Conference, and All-Midwest regional honors. In 1998, he landed at Brainerd High School and has been a social studies teacher and coach here since. Served 29 years as a basketball coach under 6 different head coaches. 2 years as an 8th grade coach, 18 seasons as either the 9th or 10th grade as an assistant to fellow Hall of Famer Jeff Ramey, 3 seasons at the 9th grade level as the lead coach, and 6 seasons as the sophomore lead coach. Coach Peterson has also spent 30 years as a varsity assistant baseball coach to fellow Hall of Famer and recently retired Lowell Searcy. During those 30 years where Coach Peterson assisted the Warrior baseball team, they were 527 and 226. That's a 700 win percentage. They were 16 times Central Lakes Conference champions, 10 times section champions, and they won the state tournament in both 1995 and 2000. He was an All-Star Series coach and Assistant Coach of the Year in 2000. Mr. Peterson is the proud husband of Hall of Fame athlete and coach Jane, and he's super proud to have coached his 2 sons, Kevin and Blake, in both Warrior basketball and baseball. Keith Peterson, member, Brainerd High School Hall of Fame. Kelsey Ring Brusaver, escorted by Olivia Wisco and Grace Erholtz. Kelsey's a Brainerd High School graduate in the class of 2009. She was a 9-time letter winner in gymnastics and track and field. She was all-conference 5 times in track, 2 times all-conference in gymnastics. She was honorable mention all-conference 4 more times in track. She was a 2-time MVP in track. She was a 4-time state participant in track. 5 events she was named All-State. She's finished 6th, 11th, and 3rd in the triple jump and finished 6th and 4th at the state meet in hurdles. Upon graduation, she held school records in 3 sports, or 3 events. She's the 3-time MVP in her 2 sports, and she's the 2010 Brainerd High School Warrior Athlete of the Year. Following graduation from Brainerd High School, she went to the University of Minnesota Duluth, and she's track and field record holder in the 4x1 shuttle relay, the 55-meter hurdles, and the former school record holder in the 100-meter hurdles. Currently, she teaches ECFE here in the Brainerd Public Schools and is assistant on our high school track team. Kelsey Ring Brusaver, member, Brainerd High School Hall of Fame. Dan Worley. Dan is escorted by Griffin Blagan and Evan Storbakken. Dan is a 1997 graduate of Brainerd High School. And following Brainerd High School, he went on to North Dakota State University and graduated in 2002 with a degree in architecture. Here at Brainerd, Dan captained 3 sports: football, swimming, and diving, where he was a diver for the Warriors, and he was a captain in track. Dan was a football MVP, swimming and diving MVP, and track and field MVP. In football, he was a 3-time letter winner. He was all-conference, all-section, and a state participant. In swimming and diving, he was a 4-time letter winner, all-conference, and a state participant. And in track, Dan was a 3-time letter winner, 2-time all-conference, and a state participant. Dan owns Remworld Incorporated, a design firm with offices in Cross Lake, Minneapolis, and Denver, and he too has graciously made it a point to be here with us tonight. Dan Worley, member, Brainerd High School Hall of Fame. At this time, I would like to welcome Heather Kappas-Bullen to the mic to say a few words on behalf of the induction class.
Good evening to everyone, and thank you so much for coming to such a special event. I would love to congratulate all of the award winners and honorees tonight. It's just been incredible to still be a part of such a beautiful tradition. I still remember where I sat senior day for this all sports banquet, right over there. Okay, I still remember it. And I still remember the last week of school coming into this gym to say goodbye to the gym. I walked around, and at that time we had all these beautiful banners that I loved, because I felt when visiting teams came in, it was just an imposing thing to see the dominance that we had as athletes here at Brainerd High School. So it was just, you know, and something that also when I walked around, I just was incredibly thankful because I was a part of something bigger than myself. You know, all of us had to work together to help put those banners up there. So to be here decades later, and to be recognized as a member of the Brainerd High School Hall of Fame, it's really a big deal to me. And I'm sure I can speak on behalf of the incoming Hall of Fame class that this place is really special to all of us, and to be recognized is an incredible moment. And I just want to say thank you for this honor. So thank you very much for that. I would also like to thank all my family and friends, most especially those who were able to attend tonight, table 19 over here. I love each and every one of you dearly, and I still remember you being in this gym, cheering me on for volleyball or my basketball games, and you've always been there for me and have supported my dreams as a player, whether it was in high school or in college. When I went on to become an assistant coach and now as the head coach at Manhattan College, I'm just incredibly blessed to have each of you in my life. And if I had more time up here, I'd name you all individually. But I do want to give a special thank you to my parents, my mom and dad. I want to publicly thank you for raising me to chase my dreams. And even now that I'm 43 years old, you still help me in so many ways. So I just want to tell you it's so much fun to have you be such an integral part of my journey, and I love you very, very much. I also want to thank my amazing husband, handsome guy there videotaping this, yep. I can honestly say that I knew I was going to marry my husband, Kevin, even before we started dating. I'm so thankful that you have been supportive of this dream of mine to be a Division I head coach, where now it's not just my dream, but it's our dream, and it's our journey. And I wouldn't trade Team Bullen for anything. I love you, Kevin, and to my children, Jack and Ava, thank you for being you. Yeah. You make me so proud of you every single day. And I just want to let you know that Mommy loves you, okay? And I also would like to share a couple messages with our Brainerd student athletes here. As I talk about my family and friends and what they mean to me, please make sure that when you find people in your life that are good to you and good for you, that you hold on to them tight. My journey to get to where I am has not been easy, but as you start your journey, make sure you surround yourself with people that believe in you and that you trust enough to be honest with you. My people have inspired me when at times I didn't have the confidence that I should have had. So let those people help you be great at the times that you need it, and then you also return that favor for them when they need it. Secondly, I can honestly say that I knew I wanted to be a Division I head coach since I was 14 years old. And one of the biggest milestones is a story I like to share in my coaching career was when I made the jump from Sacred Heart to Villanova. When I first got to Sacred Heart, they had just finished their second year of Division I, and they were still trying to just establish themselves in Division I. And in the 6 years that I was there, I was able to help recruit talent and help develop that talent to win multiple NEC championships. From that, I was able to finally get an interview to go for Villanova. And at that time, it was the old Big East, with UConn, Notre Dame, Louisville, Rutgers, West Virginia, you name it. It was incredible. And I remember going into that interview, and everyone had told me the head coach, Harry Peretta, was going to hire one of his former players, and that he only hires his former players. So basically, my interview was just going to be a check-the-box interview. But that wasn't how I saw it. I saw it as an opportunity of a lifetime. So I did all the research, and I prepared for that interview like I was going to get that job. Even though everyone told me, listen, you're not going to get it, he only hires his former players, I attacked it. I attacked that interview like that was my job. I made a binder that was over 100 pages of examples of the type of work that I had done and that I would do if he hired me. My interview was only supposed to be an hour and a half, and by hour 3, I realized that I might actually get this job. And yeah, I got that job. I was able to prove to them what I would bring to the table. The message here is pretty simple, but sometimes hard to do. Sometimes in life, people are going to tell you that you're probably not going to get it, that you're not good enough, or you're not experienced enough. But you have to have that confidence in yourself, and you have to prepare every time. If there is something that you want in this life, that you have to go for it. And don't let other people make that decision for you. You get one chance at this life, so please make the most of it. I mean, you may hit a roadblock, but don't ever let that roadblock define you. Define yourself by your approach and your work ethic, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. At Manhattan College, our program's motto is play green, okay? And it basically means everything we do at a championship level. And it means being a part of something bigger than yourself. And so I would love for each of you to play green, whether it's on the athletic field, in the classroom, or out in the community. And I feel Brainerd High School has prepared you to do that. In closing, I feel that my time here at Brainerd Senior High School was truly special. I've made lifelong friendships and memories, and I feel athletically and academically, it prepared me to be successful for whatever life threw at me. I want to thank you again for this honor. I want to thank all my former coaches and teachers, and it's pretty cool to have Coach Goglin here and Mr. Peterson here, because I worked with both of them while I was in high school here, and I want to thank all my former coaches and teachers, even the ones that aren't here being honored tonight and elsewhere, for inspiring me to do my best, and I hope I honor each of you every day with how I run my program. I'm so proud to be an alum of this wonderful school. Our community has always done such an incredible job of supporting the school and athletic programs, and yes, I truly was part of something greater than myself when I was here, and I'm truly thankful for the entire experience. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And as our Hall of Fame guests return to their seats, let's give them all one more round of applause. Congratulations. At this time, we are going to award our Warrior of the Year awards. The criteria for the Warrior of the Year are senior athletes who participate and achieve at a level of excellence in one or more sports during their senior year. They do not have any Minnesota State High School League eligibility violations during their career. They are recognized as a team leader by coaches and peers, and they lead by positive example in their practice, in their play, and in their school and community life. They model good sportsmanship. They respect coaches, teammates, and opponents. The athlete's attitude is one that embraces and displays the core values of the Warrior Way. These student athletes are nominated and selected by the head coaches. And it's a beautiful process to learn about so many of our student athletes. Many are nominated and very few emerge to the top. And what I can say is we have amazing kids at Brainerd High School. Award winners and not award winners. We have really great kids. The 2019 Female Warrior of the Year has earned 9 letters, participating in 3 sports. She's a 2-time team captain, a 4-time MVP, 4-time All-Conference. She's a multiple-time state participant. One of her coaches says this: she is one of the best role players I have coached. She was willing to fill whatever role was asked of her and be the star of that role. She was a star in the strength room. She was a star sometimes on the bench. She was a star with her effort, attitude, and focus at practice. She was a star with her understanding of team concept and tactics on the field. She had an impact on winning, and she made a difference on our team culture. Another coach says this: she is one of the all-time Warrior greats from an athletic and character standpoint. She continually brought great attitude and work ethic each day for the last 5 years. She was one that always included younger players in team events and worked tirelessly to make sure people's voices were heard. She weathered through a difficult junior year, faced the adversity head on, remained the consummate teammate, grew from it, and turned in a senior year that could never be matched again. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2019 Female Warrior Athlete of the Year, Olivia King. Our Male Warrior of the Year has earned 8 letters, participating in 2 sports. He's a Brainerd Dispatch Scholar athlete, a 2-time captain, 3-time All-Conference Award winner, 3-time state participant, and has earned all state honors. One coach says, "I can't say enough about his character. He is very thoughtful. He is a very thoughtful and caring young man who led our team through his actions and by role modeling. In postseason interviews, I learned that he quietly made a significant difference for the experiences of 2 students in our program. One quick conversation with him will tell you how mature, thoughtful, and intelligent he is." Another coach says he's an incredible self-made athlete, a quiet, humble leader who epitomizes the refuse-to-lose attitude of the true champion. His fierce play garnered the respect of his team and opponents alike. He's a player who made any required sacrifice for teammates and team. A top student athlete of unquestionable character. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2019 Male Warrior Athlete of the Year, Braden Kramer. Congratulations, Braden and Olivia. In just a few moments, we're going to close our banquet, as we have for years, with a slideshow of our Warriors in action. I want to take a little bit of time just to say a couple of thank yous before we do that. First of all, the slideshow you're about to see was put together entirely by Brainerd High School senior Natalia Krissinger. Thanks to Steve Coles, Kelly Humphrey of the Brainerd Dispatch, Bill Johnson from Great Photos, Some of you parents for capturing so many images of our Warriors in action. Thank you to Brainerd High School instructors, Rick Jensen and Andy Dwyer, for they too are capturing pictures and videos and helping put all of this together. And of course, a special thanks to Justin Barnhart and Sean Tollefson, Ryan Schultz, Andy, for the light, sound, video, IT work that brings all of this together tonight. And then from our office, I need to say a huge thanks to Barb Ashburn for all of your help, and of course to Michelle, who spends most of her time She spends most of her time holding this department together. And she, more than anybody, wants to make sure this banquet remains a first-class, no, a world-class event. And so, Michelle, thank you.
echoes of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember. Whenever we remember the way we Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to